If getting grant writing clients has felt harder lately, I promise you it's not just you. In 2026, nonprofit teams are smaller, funder expectations are higher, and everyone is more cautious about spending. And that means organizations are not just hiring a grant writer, they're hiring the person who reduces risk and creates clarity. Hi, I'm Krista, and I have been a grant consultant for the last 11 years. And now I help grant consultants build sustainable, profitable businesses inside the grant practice. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 strategies that will help consultants land clients consistently in 2026. Number 1, a clear flagship offer. Number 2, a simple pipeline you can actually maintain. And number 3, pricing that makes a yes easy and sustainable. Now, here's why selling feels different right now. There's more competition for the same funding because of major funding cuts across the board, higher expectations for evaluation, documentation, and compliance amongst funders, and overall less internal capacity, which means more outsourcing, but also more scrutiny. So your goal in 2026 is simple. Position your services as a solution to funding uncertainty. Let's start with strategy number 1. Sell a clear flagship offer, not just grant writing. And most grant consultants make it hard to say yes because the offer is vague. Saying I do grant writing can mean so many different things. So your 2026 move is to pick one flagship offer, name it clearly, and define what done looks like. So our flagship offer in 2025 and again in 2026 is our grant launch package. So when a client books a grant launch package with us, it includes a grant readiness accelerator, which includes comprehensive information gathering, detailed review of current materials, a customized grant readiness checklist with tailored gap fixing instructions, and completion of up to 3 high impact readiness tasks, such as a program budget or required registrations with sam.gov or GuideStar profile enhancements. It also includes a curated funder list and 12-month strategy, a standard grant narrative, and a custom AI grants hub in Notion, team training, and grant writing and submission of at least one grant or LOI using all of the materials that we put together. And I can go into more detail on what each of those portions of the package include, like I did with that grant readiness one. But that is the level of detail that you need to give clients in order for them to understand what they're really getting and what the value of what they're getting is for them. Laying out this level of detail is what is going to reduce fear for your prospective clients. And for you, clear deliverables like this reduce the risk that you take on of scope creep. And overall, risk is what stalls sales. So here's a quick prompt that will help you decide what your flagship offer could be in 2026. If you could only sell one service for the next 90 days, what would it be? Strategy number 2 is build a simple but steady pipeline rather than doing random marketing bursts. Consistent clients come from a steady pipeline, not occasional social media sprints. So in my course, The Grant Practice, we teach 3 channels that work really well for grant consultants. Number 1 is a simple online presence. So this is just one platform. You pick that one spot and you show up consistently. You don't need to be everywhere. Rather than just posting promotional images and text on that platform, go engage with other professionals in your field in the feed that you curate. Engaging with them every day is better than posting your own materials constantly. And here's the reminder a lot of aspiring consultants need. You do not need to have a website before you launch your business or even in the first year of your business. In 2026, a strong LinkedIn profile can function as your business landing page. The next channel is an email list that you feed with a lead magnet. Your email list is the bridge between I like you on social media and I trust you enough to hire you. So for example, someone finds you on LinkedIn, they see that you've got this really cool download, so they join your list to get it, and then they get nurtured with a few emails that make your offer feel obvious and safe. The thing about your email list that is so important as a business owner is that unlike your social media contacts, you own that list, and it's a much more captive and engaged audience than your social media followers. And finally, channel C, personalized cold outreach. Now, this is not a mass generic email. It's a short note to a small number of highly aligned organizations, and you do it every single week. So here's an example. You've got the subject line, quick question about blank funding, whatever type of funding you think that organization might be in need of. So I say, hi, I'm Krista, a grant consultant who supports this type of organization you're writing to, working on the program area that they're in. I noticed, and then you drop in a really nice specific detail you saw on their site or a recent social media post or in their annual report showing that you're doing a deep dive, right? And I'm curious whether grant seeking is a priority for you in 2026. If it's helpful, I can send you a short list of 3 aligned funders or opportunities for your organization. If that's useful, would you be open to a 15-minute call next week? If not, no worries at all. Just reply yes, and I'll send a couple of times, best, and then your name, and that is it. So it's really important here to offer value to them in this email. So you're not just taking, you're giving, and you're setting the tone. Like, I'm the expert. I want to come to you with value. You're not just coming to me asking me to do a task, a one-off task for you. Finally, strategy number 3, use right fit pricing that supports your business and your life. In 2026, pricing is not just a number that you have to meet to live, right? Pricing is actually part of your positioning to clients. If your pricing is unclear, you attract unclear clients. If your services are overly custom every single time for each different prospective client, quoting gets harder, scope creep shows up fast, and your profitability drops. You've probably heard stop selling your time, stop selling hours, and sell outputs and outcomes. And that's completely true when it comes to most of what we do. But understandably, this is when scope creep can happen if you're not extremely methodical in how you set up your packages. A simple way to do this is to scope every package with these 4 elements. Number 1, deliverables, so what they actually get, that they take away. Number 2, assumptions, what you are expecting from the client, and maybe even how you expect them to deliver it to you. Number 3, boundaries. So what is not included in this and what triggers a change order, an additional invoice, additional add-ons, right? And so actually outline what you're not going to do in your agreement with your client, whether that's in your contract itself or in the scope of work. And then finally, timeline and touch points. So clearly define how long it's going to take you to deliver this thing and how often you meet, how often you email and contact one another. So here is your test for this offer that you're thinking about making your flagship offer. If you were to offer it today and a client said yes today, can you deliver this profitably without burning out? If the answer is no, the issue again is not your marketing, it's offer design and pricing. If you want help putting all of this into action, grab our free 21-page Grant Consultants Pricing Playbook. I put it together myself. It walks you through how to choose the right services to sell in 2026, how to set pricing that is sustainable, and how to package your work so clients understand the value quickly. Sign up using the link in the description and we'll send it straight to your inbox. Before you go, I would love to know, as a grant consultant or freelancer, what feels like your biggest gap right now? Is it offer clarity, pipeline consistency, or pricing? Drop one word in the comments. I would love to learn where you're at and how we can help. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you next time.